Hey guys, this is Brennan from LemTask. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the most common mistakes people make when using structured. Not because structured is a bad tool, but because it's often used in ways that create friction instead of focus. I'll show you what happens when people rely on strict time blocks, why constant replanning becomes exhausting, where stress shows up during the day, and who tends to struggle most with this style of planning. So let's start with the first mistake, strict time blocks. A lot of people often open structured and immediately plan their entire day down to the minute. Every task has a precise start and end time with no gaps. On paper, this looks productive. In reality, it's fragile. As soon as one task runs long, the entire schedule shifts. One day creates a domino effect. Structured is meant to guide you on your day, not lock it in place. When time blocks are treated as rules instead of estimates, the system starts working against you. The second mistake is underestimating the effort of replanning. When a time block schedule breaks, you have two options. You either have to reshuffle the timeline, or you abandon the plan completely. Both options are mentally draining. Dragging blocks, adjusting the durations like this, and rethinking the day multiple times pulls attention away from the actual work. Structured works best with light planning. When every change requires a full replan, people burn out quickly. This leads directly to stress points. You start checking the timeline instead of focusing on the task. You feel behind even when you're doing meaningful work. You rush tasks just to catch up with the schedule. The planner becomes a source of pressure rather than clarity. This stress doesn't come from the work itself. It comes from a plan that no longer matches reality. When the system creates guilt instead of guidance, something must be wrong. Structure tends to be hardest for certain types of work and people. It's challenging for people with unpredictable schedules, roles that involve constant interruptions, anyone who switches context frequently during the day. If your workday often changes, strict time blocking will feel restrictive instead of helpful. This doesn't mean structured is wrong. It just means the approach needs adjustment. For context, this is how we do this in LemTask, which is the tool we use ourselves. In LemTask, the structure is lighter by design. Instead of committing tasks to exact time blocks, the focus is on clear priorities, simple daily execution, and minimal replanning during the day. This approach works better for people whose days evolve as they go. You still plan, but you plan to change, not against it. Most productivity systems fail when they ignore how people actually work. Structured works best when it's flexible, not strict. When it stops being helpful, it usually is because the setup is too rigid. If you want to see this approach in full, LemTask is linked below.